The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
Been so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Boom. Quickly to the tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Lewis. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Christensen. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by 7 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. That's caught. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go with a direct snap. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Clemson is quick to the line. Snap it to the back. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Davidson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So first down here as they go back to work. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Tigers in the hurry up. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Barnett. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quick release by the QB. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lost a throw on first down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Barnett. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Really nice play there catching the pass. I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside at the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The quick out. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. This time they'll go to the running game. Gets away from one, finds room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this
breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Toss sweep to the right. Got a little space. Lots of running room. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred. By the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout.
1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Barnett. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He might want another play. The give out of the gun. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Clemson! And that one will give them the lead.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for space, it's Lewis. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. It's Matthews. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Lewis. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Vols have their offense in high gear. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. What perfect Perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back.
Tons of room in the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's... There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll go back to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get the first through the air. The sure hands, it's Butler. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Vols are flying down the field. Defense in press coverage. They try to get it outside on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They've They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A shot toward the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. And that ball's free behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Unloads it left. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Direct snap. Finds a little space. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Here we go. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They can win it with a field goal here, but they have to be smart. Clock's still running. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. Right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.